Yes, we are glad that you are there, and we are grateful for this far you have come. It's been 3 years since Couples Will started. For those who have been following us since we started at Wema TV, and then we had a transition, and now we are celebrating 1 year. That is Willie Kinyash Dr. Love, and we are so much grateful for the love and support that you have accorded us so far, and we are saying happy new year. The year is still fresh. I don't know whether you have had some new year's resolution for your family. I don't know, and that is why I'm here. I want to know, what are your new year's resolution for you and your family? Kindly would love to know what's happening, and kindly you can feel free to type there on the comment section, and we'll be glad to see those resolutions. And we are grateful that the Lord has allowed us to see this year, the year of the Lord, the year 2024. And the show has not changed. It is the Couples Will Show, and this is where we write down our love will while we are alive, for we don't want our love stories to be read when we are 6 feet under, neither do we want our love stories to be read when we are gone. My name still remains to be Willie Kinyash. I'm a Dr. Love, and some people out there, they call me the Undisputed. And if you're new here, karibu sana. We come here every Friday. We bring you guests who come to share their journey, couples who come to share their journey and encourage us and tell us that for sure marriage works. And we also bring in some professionals who come here to tackle different topics that concerns marriages, and we see how we can help each other and see that our marriages are becoming better. And Couples Will Show, we are saying that we are growing bigger and bigger every day. And this year 2024, there's so much that is happening right here, so you better keep it here. If you're new, if you're new here, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll be glad to see you following us. Kwa wale watu wa diaspora, we are so much grateful as well that you always find time to come and be with us. And I am asking a simple question. This year, 2024, what does it mean to be committed into your family? What does it mean to be committed into your family, into that marriage? What does it mean? And I want us to look at some few things that can help us build our marriages and make our marriages stronger and stronger every day. And the first thing I want us to talk about, it is always remain positive. Be positive always. Always look at the positive things that your spouse is doing. Sometimes we tend to, forget to look at the things that are positive, and we want to major on the negative sides. But I want to challenge all of us. And as I am sending this challenge, I am also challenging myself and also my wife that we need to sit down and look at the things that my wife is doing better, rather than seeing the things that she's not doing better. I can try to look at those things that she's doing better, and then I can measure on those things. And now that is remaining positive. And let me tell you, positivity will bring in positivity, while negativity will bring in negativity. So in that marriage, do you want to see positivity or negativity? The choice is yours. But I want to believe every person who is sane, unless you're insane, every person who is sane wants to see positivity in his or her marriage. And so this year, let us remain positive. Tafadhali, mambo ya last year tuyache nyuma. Let us remain positive and focus on and continue with this journey. So the key thing, focus on the positive side. Number 2, I want to say that, and I have said this many times, that we are not angels. What does that mean? At one time or another, you wrong your partner. If you know that at one time or another you can wrong your partner, let us learn how to forgive each other. This year, let us learn how to forgive each other. And there is no marriage that can be able to stand without forgiveness. Remember, when you read the Holy Scriptures, forgiveness is not a choice. It is a command. It is a command that you have been given by our Lord and Savior, that we need to forgive. If we want to be forgiven, we must first forgive those who have offended us. And so when your partner comes and you feel like my partner has offended me, just learn to forgive her. Learn to forgive him. And when you forgive, do not forgive today, then tomorrow you're reminding her, you're reminding him, we unajua jana ulinikosea, and yet you're saying I forgive you. No, when we forgive, let's push on and let's continue. Remember, we have said that we must remain positive in this journey, because if we are going to bring in negativity, we cannot be able to move on well. Remember, unforgiveness is bringing in negativity, because when you're carrying unforgiveness, what will happen? You'll have bitterness and anger, and therefore you will not be able to see your partner as that person who is lovely, as that person who is your helping hand. You know, you'll not be able to see all those things. And so this year, learn to forgive your partner. How can we learn to forgive each other? It is by understanding at some point we have ever offended someone and you were forgiven. And so if this person forgave you, if that person forgave you, you have the right also to forgive this other person. Because if you were forgiven, why can't you find it in your heart also to forgive this person? And so you must learn to forgive each other if you want to see us forging forward and working together in love. And the third thing, it is be kind to one another. Please be kind. And as you're talking about being kind, let me start by saying, let us learn this year, 2024, to guard our hearts. Proverbs 3:24 says that guard your heart with diligence, because from it, that's where the springs of life, flows from. And so we must guard our hearts. You cannot be able to be kind to your person. You cannot be able to be kind to your spouse if you're not guarding your heart. We must learn to guard our hearts. Can you learn to guard your heart and be kind? Show kindness to your wife. Show kindness to your children. Be kind. Use the right words. Anytime you're about to speak, before you utter any word, ask yourself, as I speak or as I utter these words, am I being kind to my spouse? Am I being kind to my children? Are you kind enough to your spouse? Because if you want to see growth, if you want to see our marriages flourish this year 2024, we must be kind to each other. And I pose a challenge. For the last, today is 12 January. For the last 12 days, have you been kind to your spouse? Have you spoken words that have hurt her or him? Or have you spoken words that have built him or her? What kind of words have you been using? And so before the year iendelee sana, learn to use words that are going to build and not to destroy or to bring down. And that is what we are talking about, being kind to one another. And the fourth thing we need to do, if we want to see our marriages grow and flourish this year, 2024, it is choose to be attracted to your partner. Can I say that again? Choose to be attracted to your partner. remember that person whom you call your wife, whom you call your husband, hakuna mtu alikuchagulia. You are the person who said, this is the person I want to be committed to. And so if you said, I want to be committed to this girl, I want to be committed to this young man, now you've grown together, please be attracted to him. Sometimes the reason why we start seeing other people out there, it is because the first love we had, it is like fading away, and now you start feeling like, I'm no longer attracted to this person. I pray that this year 2024 will remain attracted to this person you choose, the person you choose for yourself, the person you decided, this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with in this life here on earth. And so remain attracted to this person. If there's something that is happening and you're feeling like, I'm no longer attracted to my partner, ask yourself, why am I not attracted to my partner? You know, maybe there have been some differences, and that is making you feel like you're not attracted to this person. Maybe this person has not been using the kind words we are talking about. You know, maybe this person has not been doing things the way you want them to be done, and so you are feeling, I am no longer attracted to this person. You can go back, you know, call yourself for a meeting, sit down with your spouse, and be open to each other and say, I've been feeling this and this, but I want us to go back to where we started. I want us to go back to the first love that we have had. And the last thing, if you want to see our marriage flourish and our marriage grow this year, 2024, let us remember the author of marriages. Who is the author of your marriage? Pause right there. Ask yourself, by the way, who is the author of this marriage? We need to go back to the one who started this institution. And let me say, the one who started this institution of marriage, it is God himself. And so anytime you're having issues in your marriage, learn to run to him. Tell him, God, we are facing this challenge. We are going through this challenge. Come and help us. We cannot make it on our own. And now, the author of marriage understands you better than your spouse. And so, she knows you inside and outside. And so, when you involve him, you make him to be the center stage of your marriage. He will come and work with you. He will come and help you, even to solve those issues you could be fighting over. You know, and so the big question is, as we start the year 2024, who is the center stage of your marriage? Who is taking the center stage of your marriage? Who is taking the steering wheel of your marriage? Maybe some years back, imekuwa ni wazazi, imekuwa ni biashara, imekuwa ni watoto, imekuwa ni marafiki, but this year, let us be committed and say, we are going to make the author of marriage, who is God, to be the center stage of our marriage. There is no decision we are going to make without involving him, without telling him, this is what we are planning. And so as we plan or as we do the planning for this year, as we sit down and say, this is the vision we have for our family, we are going to involve him and tell him, God, come and work with us. I believe these are points that can help us even to make our marriages strong, to make our marriages grow stronger and stronger and even flourish. And we are saying the theme or our goal this year, as the couples will show, we don't want to dim anyone's light, and we don't want our lights to be dimmed. And so, as we are saying we don't want our lights to be dimmed, let us not also not dim the light of that person, especially that person whom is very, very dear to you and very close to you. With that, I believe we can be able to work together in this year 2024 and enjoy our marriages. Let us not listen to the voices that are speaking otherwise out there, because we know we are committed in this journey and we are forging forward. We are saying forward ever, backward never. Thank you so much for joining in, and we are looking forward to seeing you flourishing in your marriage. Thank you so much, and if this is your first time to be here, kindly make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We say the Lord bless you, and we are all set to walk with you this year. My name is Willie Kinyash. I'm a Dr. Love, and this is Couples Will Show. This is where we write down our love when we are alive, for we don't want our love stories to be read when we are 6 feet under. Neither do we want our love stories to be read when we are gone. So thank you so much. Stay here because great things are happening. Next week, we're going to the streets and we want to know watu wana mipango gani na hii mwaka. Tuonane on Friday. Kwaheri ya kuonana.